In 2009, someone, or something, published a 9-page document that would eventually create over $3 trillion in wealth. We still don't know who wrote it. Bitcoin wasn't invented by a company. It wasn't built by a government. It was released into the internet by a ghost, a name, Satoshi Nakamoto, attached to no face, no address, no identity. And then it changed money forever. But what if it hadn't? What if that 9-page document was never written? What if then would? It's October 2008. The global financial system is collapsing. Banks that were too big to fail are failing. Governments are printing trillions to bail out the people who caused the crash, while ordinary Americans lose their homes, their savings, their jobs. Into this chaos, Satoshi Nakamoto publishes a white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. The idea is radical: money that no government controls, transactions that no bank can block, a ledger that no single authority can manipulate. In January 2009, the first Bitcoin is mined. Embedded in that first block of data, a newspaper headline, "Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks." A message, a manifesto, a middle finger to the system. By 2026, Bitcoin trades at over $100,000 per coin. The total crypto market has touched $3 trillion. El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, launched a Bitcoin ETF. The ghost changed the world. But what if the ghost had stayed silent? It's 2008. The financial crisis happens, but the Bitcoin white paper is never published. Satoshi, whoever they are, decides the world isn't ready. The blockchain concept, the underlying technology, still might emerge eventually, but without Bitcoin as the proof of concept, it arrives a decade later. Fragmented, corporate, controlled. The 2008 financial crisis still happens. The bailouts still happen. But without the counter-narrative of decentralized money, the anger has nowhere to go, no alternative to point to. The Federal Reserve continues printing money unchallenged. Banks continue their practices unreformed. And the 20,000 early Bitcoin adopters who became millionaires, most of them ordinary people who took a chance on a weird internet coin, stay ordinary. Here's what 2026 looks like without Bitcoin. The global financial system is more centralized than ever. Central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, are the only digital money. And unlike Bitcoin, CBDCs can be programmed, turned off, frozen, restricted. China's digital yuan already does this. Social credit scores tied to spending. Without Bitcoin proving that a different model exists, there's no resistance movement, no alternative. The 400 million people globally who use crypto to escape inflation, government seizure, or banking exclusion have no escape route. In Venezuela, in Nigeria, in Lebanon, where local currencies have collapsed, Bitcoin became a lifeline for millions. Without it, those people have nothing. But here's the other side. The $3 trillion in speculative wealth that crypto created, it also caused enormous damage. Billions lost in scams. Billions more in environmental damage from mining. Entire life savings wiped out in crashes. Without Bitcoin, those people still have their money. Here's what disappears without Bitcoin. NFTs, which for all their absurdity gave digital artists a way to own and sell their work, never exist. DeFi, decentralized finance, which is building an alternative banking system for the 1.4 billion people globally with no bank account, never happens. The entire concept of digital ownership, which is about to revolutionize gaming, music, art, and property rights, starts a decade later. But here's the geopolitical angle nobody talks about. Bitcoin gave ordinary people a way to move money across borders without government permission. For dissidents in authoritarian countries, for refugees fleeing war, for families sending money home, it was freedom in financial form. Without it, that freedom doesn't exist. And the governments of the world, every single one of them, breathe a little easier. Every week we ask 7 questions. What if? And today's question doesn't have a clean answer. Bitcoin is either the most important financial invention since paper money or the greatest speculative bubble in human history. Maybe it's both. That's what if, then would. Drop your take in the comments. Would the world be better or worse without Bitcoin? And subscribe. We ask the questions that don't have easy answers.